I'm in Kenosha, Wisconsin, because this is a city that went from a murder rate that never went over 5 prior to the summer of Floyd to now being at a murder rate of 15, 16. So it tripled its murder rate just since 2020. In 2020, it went from 5 and it jumped up to 13. And then 2021 jumps up to 15 or 16. And that's tripling your murder rate and the number of murders you've had in just 1 year, basically. And that all happened because of the summer of Floyd. And this is Kenosha, this is the Sheridan Street. We're gonna go past where all that Kyle Rittenhouse stuff happened. I don't know a ton about all that stuff. I mean, I followed it like anybody did, but we're gonna drive through the blocks that he was chased on, and you know, not that there's anything there that's of note, but I'll just point it out when we drive through there. But this is a city that has a population almost 100,000 people, about 98,000 people, and it peaked in 2019, and it's slowly been going down. And I think a lot of that probably had to do with the riots here. I think this was a city that had more rioting than a lot of them that were, you know, over this way. This is also a city that's got a 19% poverty rate. It's not as bad as Racine was. Racine was 26%, but having 19% of your population living below the poverty line, that's kind of a lot, you know. And it doesn't bode well for a city to have a bunch of people that, you know, are living on minimal means. But this is another one where kind of a lot of the people that were born here still live here. 53% of the population here was born here and still lives here. And either that's a good thing that like they stay here and they like it, or it's a bad thing that they're just kind of stuck here and they can't get out, maybe. It could go either way. But this is, I looked at to find where the worst areas were. I looked on those heat maps like I do with all the videos, and then I plotted out all the homicides. And basically, they were all within a few blocks of this for the most part. All the homicides they have. And this is the main road, this Sheridan. This is the kind of the main road that runs through here. It's not too run down, but it's not nice by any means either. But the city's got the grass mowed there on that vacant lot. I mean, it looks halfway decent. There's not a ton, well, I guess right there's actually a ton of garbage. Right as I was going to say there's not a ton of garbage, there's a field with a ton of garbage on it. But if you look back, I mean, if you look back on their homicides, prior to 2020, they never went over 5. Going back to 2006, they never had over 5 homicides going back to 2006. And in 2011, they had 0. No homicides in 2011. And going back, how many years is that? You know, 15 years, 17 years. They haven't had more than 5 homicides, and now they've been in the teens every year since and including 2020. They've been in the teens, and it's just going up. And to triple your homicide rate in 1 year and then to sustain it at that pace is not a good sign. And because of their location where they're lodged, you know, right in the middle between Chicago and Milwaukee, their location alone is not going to help them get any better. Declining population, you got the good people moving out, and you know, it's not gonna bode well for the city going forward if they can't get a handle on it. Now, right where we're coming up here, that's 58th. At around 59th up here, this is about where that stuff happened with Kyle Rittenhouse, right in through here on this stretch. This is 60th. All of this right in through here, all the way down to 63rd, I think is what it said was the road that car lot or whatever he was supposedly guarding was supposed to be at 63rd, I believe, which is probably this lot right here on the right. I'm gonna turn right here. Boy, that thing's a dump. That place is a dump. That car lot that he was supposed to be protecting, that parking lot looks horrible. The cars don't look like, that place is a dump. That's what he was protecting. We're gonna just go up here a little bit. This isn't gonna be a very long video. GoPro cut out again. I'm gonna have to get a new one of these. Yeah, this area is kind of really dumpy. This isn't gonna be a very long video. I'm gonna just cut it short here in a little bit. I just wanted to drive through it and kind of see a little bit of this because I was in Milwaukee and I had the night free, and you can see this is a Friday night at 5:25 is the time right now, and there wasn't hardly anybody on the streets. The roads aren't even that busy. I went through Racine on my way down here, and the roads aren't busy at all. There's nobody even out for a Friday night. Racine felt a little creepy, like I didn't get that good of a feeling from it, but this city feels just fine, even though this one's probably worse. But anyway, I'm going to let this record out for a little bit, but that's basically all the information I had on this city. I just kind of wanted to see it and see what it looks like, and you know, maybe catch it again in a few years and see if things are getting worse or better here, because it's definitely one that's on the decline right now. And if it continues on its trajectory that it's on, it's just a matter of time till it's, you know, like Gary, Indiana, you know, it's just too close to Chicago, too close to Milwaukee, and it turns into a place that's nearly a no-go zone. But I'm going to let this ride out, and then I will catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.